Alright folks, welcome back to the Free to Plat series, and we're finally back with another video. It's been about a week since we uploaded, as I mentioned before. It's been a crazy busy time for me, so I just ran the one account, which is still quite a lot. But we're back to running both accounts, been playing for a couple of days here, and yeah, just going to do a quick update. We've got a clan versus clan on right now, loads of stuff happening, so let's just crack on with the video. But first of all, finally, I managed to figure out something to do with Cillian the Lucky. And it's involving Coldheart. It's a really cool combination. So what we're going to do is we're going to quickly go through Cillian the Lucky's skills first, just to give you a refresher of what he does, and then I'll go in and show you what I've been doing. So he's got an A1 here, it attacks 2 times. Each hit has a 35% chance of placing a 30% decreased speed debuff for 2 turns. Each hit also has a 35% chance of stealing 30% with the target's turn meter. 5 books to get onto this one. The A2 attacks one enemy, has an 85% chance of placing block active skills for 4 turns, that is quite a lot. Also has a 35, which is 50% when booked, of placing it on everyone else just for 1 turn. Damage based on attack, this guy's an attack champion. Reasonable stats, 1.4k, 98 speed's okay, a little bit on the slow side. Attacks one enemy on the A3, has a 100% when booked chance of placing a stun. Has a 25% chance of placing the stun for 2 turns though, which is, a stun for 2 turns is quite a lot. Instead, and stealing 50% of the target's turn meter, resets the cooldown of this skill if the target is killed. And then he's got a passive, which his name is aptly kind of charmed around. It's the Charmed Life. It places one of the following buffs on this champion for 2 turns at the start of each turn. So you could get a 50% increased attack, a 30% increased crit damage, increased crit rate, a 25% strengthen buff, or a block damage buff. So you could get any one of these randomly at the start of his turn for 2 turns. So yeah, that's interesting. So let's just crack on with it. We'll go into now this is obviously the champion I'm wanting to use him with. Where is she? It's the almighty Coldheart. Absolute beast of a champion. In fact, best thing to do is show you in action. Let's just crack on and do it right now. So here's how the combo works. So basically we've got a Coldheart here, who's an incredible rare. Just 1 short of 5 stars to rank her up though. So what Cillian can do is he can aptly jump on in here, go into this 5th spot, and then you press this button here, and lo and behold, you've got an amazing champion from your Cillian the Lucky. You can all thank me later.
It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G. Snoop Dogg. You know I'm with the D-R-E.
Right, so we now have a Coldheart. Happy days. I will take autographs later on for this amazing find. Thank you very much, guys. The only person in Raid Shadow Legends to find a good use for Cillian the Lucky. Now, this is the next mission we've got to do. That's what we're cracking on with now. So ascend a Void Champion to level 6 of Ascension. Oh, look at this. What can we do? We can jump in, we can ascend our Coldheart. Boom, it's done. We've got a 6-star fully ascended Coldheart. That's an awesome champion. Let's pick up this mission. And then we can pick up that. We've done that already. We can pick up this. We can pick up this. We can upgrade a Great Hole bonus to level 10. Let's do that right now. Get 10,000 points, I believe. Look at that, 10,000 for the CVC. Happy days. We're cracking on with stuff. And oh, let's get this. Now we've got to deal 39 million damage to the Demon Lord of Nightmare, which I've saved enough keys, I believe. Do I have keys just now? Oh no, I might have to do this tomorrow actually, because I used all my keys earlier today. I made a bit of a mistake. But yeah, so we're cracking on with the mission. So that's leaving us, once we do this one, we've just literally got to do the 17 dungeons, which I can already do on auto for all of them. Then we've got to do this one here, 75 million. I'm going to have to change a couple of champions around, but I believe I can do this. Because this isn't in a oneer, you can just do this all in. And then the 20 dungeons, the only one I'm kind of struggling with is Fire Knight, but I do have a champion I want to build up for that, so that's fine. And then look at this, we're just about going to get Arbiter, so we're a little bit behind what I originally wanted to do it in. There's obviously been a lot of issues due to work, family commitments and stuff, but our daily logins, we're on day 91. Yeah, it's going to be in this week, definitely. So roughly in about sort of day 94, day 95, I think we shall have the Arbiter, which is pretty good for free to play. I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, really happy with that. We also did pull from the free logins, I totally forgot about this, is the Dark Aethel. It's not someone I've ever used properly. I wonder what the reviews say. Yeah, it's one of the few champions in this game I haven't actually built up properly. I guess I just never was really that keen on her. Her skill kit doesn't seem that amazing. 50% chance, it's not even 100% of putting the decreased speed down. Yeah, she seems a little bit lackluster, I'm not going to lie. But she's definitely got some use somewhere, I bet. Grants an extra turn. But that's got to kill 10 or more enemies, seems a bit crazy. So we'll crack on with that later today, and hopefully the next video I should be able to make with an Arbiter. Now, what else have we been doing? We've got clan versus clan right now. We are, for once, we are absolutely whitewashing the opposing team. That's cool. Where am I? I'm sitting about 50k, that's not bad. I used some books, I just got 10,000 points there, which is good. Big shout out to Rostam, he's killing it for this clan just now. 187k points, that's great. So it looks like we're going to get 3 accessories this time, which is awesome. The blood shield's actually pretty good, especially an epic one for this account. And yeah, I wonder what the objectives, I think it's spider objectives that's the 2,000 points this week. So I believe there's a spider tournament coming up tomorrow, which I should be able to jump into. Yep, spider tournament, so that's fine. We'll try and tie that in with doing the mission as well. That would be pretty cool. Got a bunch of gems now, so I should be able to jump in and do this. Like I say, we've got the login rewards tomorrow. We get Ninja. Again, I had a good few days off, so I'm a bit behind everyone getting Ninja. So we're going to pick him up tomorrow. He's going to make a huge difference to the clan boss team, actually. I did a video on the main account using him on my clan boss team, and I'm doing like 95 million roughly on average with him. So not him specifically, but the whole team. But him alone, I mean, he's pulling in like 50 million damage. If you can get a decreased defense and weaken on the boss and pull off his A2 with an increased attack, you could do well over 1 million damage on the one skill. It's absolutely insane. So he's actually a pretty cool champion. The other thing that's on just now, and I keep forgetting about this, is this guaranteed champion event. So we've got a Geomancer on right now for 40 shards. And Geomancer's pretty awesome. He's a super cool champion. Well, let's just go and have a quick look at him to give you guys an idea of whether you should or not. Now, it's nearing the end of the time to get him, but apart from anything, check him out. He looks incredible. He's got a badass kind of rune boot type thing on his back. He's super cool champion. He's got a pretty cool passive here. Decreases the damage all allies receive by 15%, then deflects that damage onto an enemy under HP burn placed by this champion. Whenever this champion is attacked, deflects 30% of this damage instead. That is a very, very cool ability. Super cool ability. He also fully depletes the target's turn meter on the A3, then fills this champion's turn meter by the amount the target loses. I don't know why that doesn't say just like steals. I don't know, it seems crazy. Has a 75%, 100% chance when booked of placing the HP burn and weaken, so he's going to take more damage as well. So yeah, he does a ton of damage, this guy. He's a really cool kit, pretty unique as well, which makes him quite interesting. But would I pull 40 shards for him? I'm not entirely sure if I would, to be honest, depending on the level of your account. So if you're really wanting Geomancer and you're like further into the game, like on my main account, I didn't actually have Geomancer. If I was buying shards right now, yeah, I probably would have pulled for him. But then I probably wouldn't use him on my main account. That's the funny thing. Whereas if you're like a newer player, I would probably just wait for the 2x rates, because I don't know if he's that worth pulling 40 shards out with a 2x, you know? It's a kind of funny one. Incidentally, this is one of the guys I was talking about for the Fire Knight team. He's got an A1 that hits 3 times, heal reduction as well on it. Stun isn't any use, but then he can also put decreased defense on his A3, so I think I'm going to build him up for the Fire Knight. I think he'll be quite cool, and I can build him specifically for Fire Knight. And plus, look at him, he's got a pipe. The dwarfs in this game are awesome. In fact, dwarfs are just awesome all round. They're one of my favourite sort of fantasy characters. So that's the stuff that's going on there. In terms of events and tournaments, we seem to be a little bit lackluster right now. We've got an artifact. I need this actually. I've been waiting for an artifact enchantment event. Dungeon Divers is coming up, and we've got Spider tournament coming up, and I think that's it just now. It's actually quite nice for once. It's a little bit quieter on that front. We still haven't unlocked the bind. I know everybody's probably raging at me, thinking I'm an idiot, not a free-to-play player at all, but truth be told, I didn't know how long I'd be playing this one when I started. I wanted to get into Platinum as quick as humanly possible, and I just wanted to keep the it's 500 gems per level, isn't it? So I wanted to keep the gems for for myself, just to grind that. So I know I've got quite a stack of gems right now, and it seems a bit silly just having them sitting there and this sitting unlocked. But what I'm going to do is once I finally unlock Arbiter, I'm just going to make a big push to get into Platinum. Now, I'm not going to cheat. I could potentially do it on like the Monday after Platinum reset, but it would feel a little bit dirty, a little bit cheap, because it wouldn't be that difficult and I could boost up. So I want to actually make my way into Platinum kind of midweek, mid to end of the week. And then once we finally get in there, we'll make a decision what we're doing. But I'm pretty sure I'll keep playing this account because it's actually quite a lot of fun. But I'm still kind of on the race to get there just now, so that's why I haven't unlocked the mine. But if you are playing this game for a decent amount of time, definitely unlock it. It pays for itself at some point. And in terms of champions, in the last video we did make our Versolf the Grim, so I'm waiting to actually upgrade a lot of his kit, so wait for that artifact enchantment stuff. But he's proved to be awesome actually. I really do like this guy. I actually ended up sticking all my books into him because, granted, I'm going to pull Arbiter. The Arbiter comes in here, she's got an incredible kit. The cooldowns on this ability are really good, obviously, and definitely the cooldown on this ability is good. And she doesn't need a lot of books, which is really cool. A lot of the newer champions need a ton of them, or she doesn't need many at all. But to be honest, you can use her without the books fairly easily, because you don't really need this ability. You don't need this one. If you got really lucky, you could just put 3 books into her and get those 3, then you'd be sorted. But she's so fast, and she's there to do a kind of job, especially in our Nukin team that I'm going to be using her in. So most of the time, it won't make a difference if she's booked or not. So I figured it was much better actually plowing it into a usable legendary right now. And this guy's actually awesome. I've been using him in Clan Boss because of this A3, and I put books into him and managed to get the double cooldown on here, which was cool. Also, most of the books landed on here as well, so that's really cool. Only one landed on the A1, so hopefully the next book goes into the cooldown here, and I'll probably just miss out this one altogether. But he's been a lot of fun. Let's actually just take him into... So let's just take him into Arena here. We'll try and find a team, something fairly tough. Probably this team here, actually. That looks pretty tough. We've got Tyrell in lead, so they get a defense increase, plus Candrafon's a bit of a beast. Let's actually take out Ruel altogether, and let's put in our Versolf and see what happens. Now, because they're quite slow, I might actually be able to just get away with sticking him in lead position, getting the extra HP to do some more damage. Hopefully I'll get to go first here, and then who else can we stick in? I'm thinking if we could maybe, probably Torgai, because I want to provoke them, because the more provokes I get off, then this ability can actually hit twice. Now, I haven't actually used this team properly. Let's give this a shot. Got a funny feeling I might not be fast enough here. No, we are fast enough, so that's fine. So we get to go first. Let's put block buffs down, which is important. There we go, we survived that, luckily. And this is the provoke ability. Now, this is only a 50% chance, but it increases by 5% for each debuff in the enemy. So there's like 10, 20, 30. It's 40% chance right now. I don't have any books in him yet, but I will do, so it's pretty much 100%. There we go, we got provokes off on anyone. Awesome, so let's use this A2 and see how much we can deal damage. Awesome, look at that. That is a good nuke. I mean, that first hit just about killed them all, and he's not even level 60 yet, so he's a solid hitter, guys. He actually hits really, really hard. Plus, he's got the survivability built in, so like I mentioned in the last video, I'm currently going to be building a sort of go second team based around using Versolf as a nuker. And Torgai in it too, because Torgai is actually pretty awesome. So yeah, that is the goal, guys. So the next champions to build up, really, obviously I'm going to now level up my Coldheart as high as possible. In fact, right now I can actually just give her the mastery that's needed, which is Helm Smasher. That's going to make a huge difference right there. I can also get, finally, a banner on her as well. So because she's only got 102, I'm going to probably stick that accuracy banner on her. Yep, that's the one that's needed, so I'll stick that accuracy on her, and that should mean I'm landing the decreased turn meter all the time as well. So that's going to make my 20 and 17 runs a lot easier. After that, I really want to level up this guy. Scatix is actually pretty damn awesome. Really enjoying using him. Even at level 50, he's really good. He seems like a total tank as well. Let's just have a look at his base stats at max level, because even at level 50, so it's not crazy high. It's like just over 1000 defense and 18k HP. But you know, when some champions just feel super tanky for some reason, even though their stats maybe aren't as good, Yeah, he just seems to be able to take a beating. So, and his kit's amazing, and he's obviously got this amazing ability that hits a block damage whenever he drops below 30%. 6-turn cooldown, but it would be broken if it was any less. But then he's got obviously a really good cleanse too, shields, give him tons of HP. He's going to be a great champion, I believe, so that's going to be the next one to build up. I actually did contemplate building him up before I actually increased the Coldhearts level, but the problem is I really need to get this Coldheart leveled up to actually get through the next load of content to get Arbiter, and I want to do that fast because it's been like a milestone in my head from the start of this thing. So yeah, I think that was probably the sensible thing to do. So glad I upgraded this guy, so glad I made a 6-star out of Armiger. Always 6-star Armiger, he's awesome. I know you can use him at 5-star, but he's just such a good champion, honestly. Why not 6-star him? And he's so much cheaper to do up. I need to do his last mastery as well. But yeah, he's cheap to book. Well, in fact, he's basically free to book because you can just get them straight out of the market, or even mystery shards. He's really cheap to ascend. Yeah, just a really cool champion. And yes, we are missing a Cillian the Lucky, and I know I'm going to get slated on this video in the comments like there's nothing else. And yes, I know he could be buffed. I know he's good for faction wars. I know all of this, but I just don't care. Just do not care. Yep, I'm more happy with my Coldheart. I'm at that point, so that's all good in the hood. So I think without further ado, we could probably just jump into some arena and see how we're actually getting on with this standard team. I'm actually tempted to jump in and do some more with Verself. Let's do that actually. I wonder if we could... What we'll do actually, we'll jump in, let's go and chuck some stuff on Scathix right now. This is going to be a complete freestyle and all this stuff's not even built properly. I've got some gloves actually I've got on my... this guy here, that's what we want. So that gives us some decent speed. 179, that should do. Now, if we've got that, how much resistance is that giving us? 216. I need more resistance, but I don't have him leveled up yet, that's fine. Toragai's built pretty good just now, that's fine. He's got enough accuracy, so that's cool. Ugo's definitely built up, and I'm not totally sure who else. We could probably just put those 3 champions in and see what happens actually. Right, so let's jump in. We'll take out the Haikatoon where Scathix. Can't see him for looking at him. HP, we want HP as the increase. This guy's got a 40. They both do 40% in all battles actually. But no, we want the HP, so that should be fine. The only thing we're missing is we don't have any masteries on Scathix. Or do we actually? I think we maybe do, but we've got the wrong ones. Because to make this work, the idea is probably going to be able to... yeah, use Selfless Defender, so I need to redo them. But we'll do that later. We'll just try this out right now and see what happens. So, take her out, put in Scathix. Let's start it up and see what happens. Okay, well that did not go to plan because he's got a Gore Grab and lead. And we're actually faster than him, which is a bit crazy. But we'll take it. Put down the debuffs, land the provokes. And... I mean, we don't really need Scathix, it turns out. Yeah, it looks like we're actually going to kill this team outright. Let's just use this A1 for the hell of it and blow them all up. Okay, it didn't quite kill Nethrop. That was weak hits though. Okay, let's find someone better. I mean, that's a slower team. Let's see, I want a fast team because it's like a go second team we're trying to build. I really do not like this guy, he's a pain. But let's try it. Because he puts on that unremovable, in fact, no, I don't like him at all. Let's go with this one. Hopefully this guy's actually built his Gore Grab with some speed. There we go, that's what we're needing. Now, do that double buffs here. Perfect, provokes go on. Exactly what we need. He also puts down a bunch of poisons, which is really cool. Now, do we have any buffs? So the good thing about this champion here is we've got a couple of options. Oh, in fact, I'm looking at the wrong one. I was thought it was Scathix there. Yeah, we've actually got the damage dealer, so let's just go ahead and do the damage. First hit basically blows them up. That's pretty cool. Yep, this seems to be working just as intended. Obviously, they're not leveled up, they're not optimized, but these aren't amazing teams or anything. Here we go, here's a much faster team. Let's try against this. Obviously with Scathix, if he had the mastery on, it would help a lot, because when he takes damage... that was weird. I wonder why his passive didn't actually hit there. Did he have block buffs on or something? Well, look at this. This is the cool thing about Ugo. We can do that. Right, now... I'm thinking the best thing to do is try and put provokes down. Here we go, yeah. Because that gives us an option to do this. And we might actually just be able to win it from this point. We just do this. Oh no, we didn't have the provokes down because he used it. He wasn't fast enough. So we've lost this one, unfortunately. Unless Ugo can pull it out of the bag. Nope. A little bit too tough for us on that one. Yeah, we don't actually have... Gathix is pretty useless there because... Yeah, he's like... He's got like level 8 stuff on here. No, nothing on here. His helmet's not even got any levels on it. But you get the idea. I'm going to build him with a ton of resistance, enough speed, and I think he should be quite fun. And that way, I'll be able to actually... Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing that only kicks in... His HP must have dropped so far below it that that wouldn't have triggered. Unless he didn't have block buffs on, did he? No, I don't think he did. So, yeah, I think you just need him to have a little bit more tough. Even if I just ranked that up to 12 and those both up to 12, I'm pretty sure that would have been fine. Happy days. So, yeah, that's going to be fun. We'll build that team properly for next week and showcase that. But yeah, that's the Free to Plat series video done for the day. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll be releasing a lot more videos over the next coming week because we've got a lot more time, so that's going to be good. Leave in the comments below what you thought of the Go Second team, how you guys would build it. I'm open to any suggestions, and have a great day, guys. Peace.